Hello, Leos. Welcome to your June 2021 reading. My name is Brittany. This is Metanoia Tarot. We are going to look at the theme. We're going to look at, the storyline that has to do with that theme. And we're going to give you a little bit of advice at the end. So for Gemini and Cancer, I had different decks and different materials. But I'm blaming Mercury retrograde. I don't have those materials with me because I forgot them at a relative's house. But I still have materials at home, at my own place. So, we're not, completely helpless right now. But I don't have what I was using. But I still have cards. I just don't have my dice. And that is okay. Excuse me. Okay. So we have the Supernatural deck, the TV show. I have another deck called Neo Tarot. Really cute deck. Really cute. And then I have my Game of Thrones deck. So I'm actually excited about using those anyway. So Leos. Let's see. Let's look at the theme. Which one is going to be the theme? I'm just going the order that I have them set out. Okay. So for Leos, your theme for June 2021 is the theme for you all. So we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, in the Ten of Pentacles in the Supernatural deck, it is a picture of Dean's, his flame and his kid. I forget their names. Jeez Louise. Ben and forgot the woman's name. But that is the Ten of Pentacles in the deck. And if you watch the show, you understand why. Because that was Dean's Ten of Pentacles. That was that was the woman that Dean, when Sam went to hell, he hung up, his hunting title, and he became a family man with Ben and his mom. And he was really dedicated to that, and he really wanted that, but I think deep down Dean knew that he couldn't do that forever. Like, he wasn't going to be able to enjoy that forever. And so we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. The Ten of Pentacles is possibly not seeing that Ten of Pentacles into fruition. It's generational wealth. It's having everything you need. It's having everything you want. And it is a pentacle, so it's something tangible. It's something that you can feel, something that you can see. Having the family, having the home, having the stability. And with that in the reverse for you all, I feel like that's been compromised. Or you don't see that you can really have it the way that you want it. Okay? So maybe that's something you're realizing in June. Like, I had it or I have it, and it's not panning out the way I thought it would. Or possibly it's you could not be ready for it. That's also an option. But let's see what the storyline is for you that comes out. For Leo placements. Okay, we got the Justice card in the reverse. Yeah, something is not balanced. Something's out of balance. This feels like a lesson that you're receiving that you didn't think you would have to receive. And it feels like injustice, but it's really not injustice. I don't know if anybody believes in karma, but, it could be like karma. But you have to think about what it is. You have to think about what what this situation stands for outside of I didn't get what I want or I didn't get my way. It's bigger than that. Then we got the Eight of Swords. Wow. Yeah, we got the Eight of Swords. That's being in your own head. So, yes, there is some sort of quote-unquote injustice happening that you feel like is an injustice, but really it's very poetic the way it's happening. There's something you're not receiving. There's something you're not getting. There's something that you want so bad that's not panning out the way you want it to pan out, but it's not panning out for a reason. And because of this Eight of Swords energy, you're not able to see that clearly. We got the Eight of Swords underneath the Ten of Pentacles, the theme. And it's just like, you may not be realizing that you do have your Ten of Pentacles, but because it doesn't look like how you want it to look, and it's not going the way you want it to go, and maybe it's requiring more of you than you really wanted or were willing to put in, it almost feels like, wow, this isn't fair. This isn't what I asked for. This isn't what I prayed for. You can pray for things all day, but it's just not going to happen because it's not going to happen the way you want it to happen because that's how you wanted it to happen. Like, some things are going to require you to show up a little differently. Okay. Oh, shoot. There we go. Okay. Wait a minute. Let's see. Okay. One more card for the replacement. One more card for the replacement. One more card for Leo placements. Did that flip over? No, it didn't. One more card for Leo placements. One more card. There we go. Thank you so much. Alright, so we have the Nine of Swords. From the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords. So mentally, you are definitely coming out of something. You went from the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords. And this is all air energy. Justice card is Libra. You're very in your head. You're in your head about it. And instead of being in your head, that's why your Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. It's almost like imagining all of your earthly belongings being suspended in the air. And you're suspended in the air with them because you're not grounded in what the reality of it is. You're more so attached to the idea that you had versus accepting all the things that you have and how you got them and what they are and how they actually showed up first, and it's bringing you a lot of it's giving ungrateful. It's giving ungrateful. But also it's human to want something and it shows up in a completely different way and you don't know how to adjust to that because it's like, yeah, this is what I prayed for, this is what I wanted, this is what I've been working towards, but there are all these other factors that I have no control over that I would like to have control over. But you can't control everything, Leo. You can't have that control over it, and you can't become so blinded by your own limitations and restrictions that to the point that it's stressing you out, keeping you up at night, because you don't want to accept that maybe there's something else that you need to do. Maybe there's more that you need to do. Or maybe perhaps there's something that you need to give up, something that you need to let go. Maybe you need to let go of the idea of what your Ten of Pentacles looked like. Or maybe give up the idea that you only had to do X, Y, and Z and not elemental P. Like, maybe you have to do a little bit more, and maybe you need to accept that. So we're gonna clarify these cards, and then we're gonna get you some advice from the Game of Thrones deck. Okay. We're gonna get you some advice, Leo. But Leo, listen, your season is coming up. Your season is coming up soon. And perhaps maybe you'll gain more clarity during that season. I think that's when. Well, I think we'll still be in the Mercury retrograde shadow at that point, because. And that could also be why you're in your head. Like, we're in the Mercury retrograde shadow. I don't believe Mercury went retrograde just yet. We're also in eclipse season. Eclipse energy, full moon energy. I'm doing this on May 26th. I believe this is the day of the full moon and the day of the lunar eclipse. So it's just, it may be really complicated, like, in your mind. But once all the fog is gone, you're going to be like, oh, shit, that's all I had to do? You're in your own head, and it's natural, and I feel like it'll pass. I don't think you should make any big decisions right now, or move very quickly right now. I think you should still take your time and figuring out, kind of processing your thoughts. I suggest journaling. That's always my suggestion when it comes to, like, being in your head. Journal. You got to put these thoughts down. But we're going to clarify the justice in the reverse for you, Leo. Leo placements. Here we go. We got the Star card in reverse. Yeah, something not being healed or dealt with. Maybe there's some doubt because of this situation not looking the way you want it to look. There's some doubt because there was something that felt like an injustice. We got the Nine of Swords in the reverse, clarifying the Eight of Swords. When you realize that there's more work to be done, and that's a theme that's been coming up lately. All of us realizing that there's more work to be done. But I feel like it's the last leg. It's like the last leg coming out of the fog. But it's going to require a lot of our mental energy. It's going to require a lot of us to to intentionally do the work, because I feel like we have everything that we need outside of us, right? But are we appreciating it? Are we seeing it for what it is? Are we respecting the things that we've prayed for? Are we accepting the things that we prayed for? Like, yes, it's here now. Do you accept it now? But we got the Nine of Swords clarifying the Eight of Swords. And you will come out of your head through... It's like, okay. Patience. Like I was saying, kind of having to wait it out. Patience. Like, you're in your head. Journal. That's what I'm saying. Journal. Write it all down so you can see it. And don't do anything drastic. You have to have some patience during this time while you're in your head. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself some grace. Okay? You're human. Your mind is moving faster than you want it to. And just give yourself some grace. Don't stress yourself out. Okay, Leo, let's clarify the Nine of Swords for you. All right. The Five of Coins, or the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, okay. The Five of Pentacles clarifying the Nine of Swords. It may feel like... So your Ten of Pentacles in the reverse could be in the reverse. Part of it could be the actual money part. Maybe you don't have, or you're not making the money that you wanted to make, or maybe you had a financial setback and it has you in your head about things, because maybe you're realizing that you connected a lot of your worth and a lot of your emotional and mental stability to your finances, which I get it, because if you sent me $50 million right now, I'm not gonna say I'll be happy, but I mean, I'll be a little less stressed out. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. I'm just saying, like, it's not gonna heal everything. That's not how that works. But we're not gonna sit here and act like money don't make the world go round, and money doesn't bring at least some type of comfort to people who have not been able to do the things they need to do because there are financial issues. So it is very possible that things have been going very well for you financially, and you might have hit a valley. And that part of your 10 of Pentacles, that part of the vision that you had for yourself and your family and your loved ones, has been compromised. And it has you in your head because now it's requiring you to sit still and figure some things out. Maybe I'm talking to some Leos who have not had to do that yet. And this is the first time you're having to do it, and it's hard. And I think it looks harder than what it actually is because it doesn't feel good. And I mean, I get that. I totally get that. So let's look at the message for you Leo placements and the Game of Thrones card. I mean, the deck, excuse me. What is the message for Leos in Leo placements? Okay. I'm going to take it from the bottom of the deck. Got the 7 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, 7 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, the message is be open to suggestions. Be open to collaborating. Be open to be open to doing whatever it is necessary to get through this. Don't try to avoid anything. Don't try to be, sneak your way around the situation. Don't become cowardly, right? The Leo, the lion. Don't become cowardly because you're afraid to kind of get your hands dirty and kind of work on things. Whether it's mental work, because sometimes we don't do our individual work because it requires so much of us. That it requires us to put our pride to the side. It requires us to say things we don't usually say, like, hey, I need help. It requires us to be vulnerable. When we're in situations like this, we have to be vulnerable, and that's scary because people can take advantage of that, especially when money's involved. You know what I mean? And maybe you fear being clowned because of these money issues. And it's just like, you're human. We are also in a pandemic. You're not going to be the only one that's going through these financial issues. But you know what? You're gonna come out so much stronger in the end because you're learning more about finances in the process. So it's not just about you having to feel embarrassed or feel like you have to pretend that nothing's happening, like you got to sneak around the issue. You don't have to do that. You can face this head on and get the knowledge that's basically being set up for you right here. Because this knowledge is going to help you restore your 10 of Pentacles. And then in the long run, it'll be even better for you and your loved ones and your family and whoever else you see part of your 10 of Pentacles, your home, your possessions, your business. This could be about your business. Like, it's going to work out for you, but it's going to require more of you, okay? So, Leos, this was a great reading. I enjoyed how this came out for you. This is a great message as well. I'll see you guys next month. Peace out.